remember standing on that cliff and laying out my paraglider and holding the ropes in my hands. And I probably stood there for about 15 minutes. And there was an incredible amount of doubt that was going through my body. And intuitively, everything was screaming, don't do this. So there I am, I'm flying in the Himalayas. I launch from 5,000 feet, and all of a sudden I start to see the tree line getting a little closer, and I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to clear it. And so I went looking for a thermal, which is an upward invisible lift. And as soon as I entered the thermal, I lost complete control.
And then I got the call that said, don't freak out, but I've had an accident.
I came to a dead stop, and my spine compressed, my L2 vertebrae split in two pieces. I broke my foot, and I lacerated my liver, but I was alive.
When I got the news about Ilya's accident, I was quite in surprise. He was in big trouble, and I was not able to put a picture of Ilya being in a wheelchair.
Amanda went, she made sure with customs, she made sure with an ambulance that she got the plane stopped on the tarmac before it arrived so they could get him out into an ambulance. And I think, you know, Amanda became the Sherpa that Ilya needed to come back home and climb the mountain to get healthy again.
When I saw the X-ray, it's one of the worst X-rays I've seen in my life. Never seen anything like that. Almost the two vertebrae are, you know, almost side by side.
It was what came after, which was tough. The man I put on that plane didn't come home.
So it's been about 12 months since I've seen Dr. Sabrina, and I really have no idea what the state of my back is and how much the fracture has healed or not healed. So I'm a little nervous about seeing it, and at the same time, I'm really hoping that there's been a lot of progress, and I'm hoping that I'm going to get that green light.
We did a full examination of Ilya today. We basically palpated and sort of felt along the spine for both alignment, flexibility of the spine, springiness of the spine, and then detection of something very important that chiropractors call subluxations or misalignments in the spine that interfere with communication between the nervous system and the body parts and vice versa. That's a very important connection that should be free to flow. Followed by posture and range of motion assessment, as well as neurological scans were done with him as well. And then we did x-rays, new current x-rays of his entire spine. All right, Ilya, so these are the new x-rays. Okay, so you can see that fragment of L2 has gone, it's relatively stable. It has fused a little bit to the body of L2, which is a good sign as far as stability goes. We cleared Ilya today for this very exciting set of climbs that he's got up ahead. But even though he's been cleared, I mean, the reality is he's got this imprint in his body, he's got this history of an injury at L2. There are some risks, and we talked about them a little bit, and he really does need to be very mindful of how he's using his body.